Hi, I'd like to spend a few moments just talking to you and introducing you to our signature approach, our 4-principle approach to transformation. The transformation from what we've called, jokingly really, your deviant dog to your dream dog. We love our deviant dogs. Okay, so 4 principles we're looking at. Our first principle is what we refer to as the dog end of the lead, so life from the dog's point of view. So we're looking at your dog's nature. We'll be digging down deep into what powers your dog, what drives your dog, the genetic makeup of your dog, and the sorts of behaviours that we get depending on perhaps breeds, etc., and the experiences your dogs have had in their life. So we dig down deep into your dog's nature. We talk about the power of your dog's emotions, just like us. Dogs are driven to certain behaviours by how they're feeling. So we can also learn how to identify how our dogs are feeling. We talk about dog body language and we point out some of the common misconceptions and dangers about just reading dogs' body language. So that's quite a big topic in itself. And again, we're always talking about calmness and how that can help. And then in our second part, there's really no order. This is like a wheel of 4 principles. They all integrate together. We've separated them out just to make it a little bit easier for our human brains to classify and organise, to get a handle on. But obviously all 4 things will be working all at the same time, and each part will affect the other part. So the second part would be managing the environment. Now, a lot of people think if we're not directly tackling the problem, that we're not going to be able to, we're not doing proper training. But actually, when we talk about managing the environment, we're talking about perhaps one of the things would be preventing rehearsal of the things we don't want our dogs to do. Because for each time the dog does that, they're going to do it again and again and again. That behaviour gets more and more entrenched. So we're thinking about ways in which we can prevent rehearsal of the behaviours we don't want. So that's a really important part, and it is part of training. So that's something we dig down deep with that section as well. And then we're looking at the human end of the lead, no particular order to this, but say we're calling that the third section, human end of the lead. And we're looking at how it's so important for our communication, our thoughts, our intentions, our emotions. We're looking at the importance of how our dog is reading that all the time and how we're influencing our dog, how we want to perhaps be the best kind of role model we can be, how our dogs will mirror us and mirror our emotions, and how we can get really, really good at spotting that. And we're looking at the mental health and well-being of both us and our pet, because our mental health and well-being affects our dogs too, and can affect them physically in the same way that we can be physically affected if we're feeling very stressed. So we look at various holistic practices, and we could really go on forever with that. And there'll be plenty on the course that will give you some insights into the best of those practices. Last but not least, we're looking at the powerful partnership, our 4th part of the wheel. And the powerful partnership, this is all about the relationship that we have with our dog, because that is something that will underpin everything else in the dog's life. It will underpin the struggles that we're having, which might be our dog might not be recalling, it may not walk well on a lead, it might be running up at the windows and barking at everybody in the garden, running around barking at the fences. So it's amazing how our partnership with our dog can help to transform all of those struggles. So again, transforming for what we termed the deviant dog into our nice calm dog that can listen to us. So this is where we dive into games. Games are really important powerful, powerful ways, very, very quick ways. You're only playing these games for maybe 3 minutes. That would be a maximum at a time. It might be 30 seconds. You can play them whenever it suits you, whenever you've got a moment or two. And there are lots of games that will be laid out for you in video form and written as well, that will clearly explain how they're going to help you with whatever of the struggles it may be that you're dealing with. So games, the point about games is that a dog will learn with 8 repetitions, same as a human. 8 repetition if we're playing a game, 400 repetitions if we're just having to drill the dog. So you can see how powerful that would be and how quick it will be, and how the dog will be choosing to be with you, will be checking in with you all the time. They can still go and have those lovely walks, but instead they just keep checking in, and they go at whatever distance away from you that you are actually wanting with them. So you can get your perfect dream dog, which is what we're aiming to do, to transforming your dog from where we may be feeling we're calling them a deviant dog, a dog that we're struggling with, into the dog of our dreams, who is already within the dog you already have. So that's our journey together, lots ahead, looking forward to our coaching calls, and we'll see you there.